Hi, my name is Jessica Lomba da Silva Lima, and that's my tape audition to the American Academy of Dramatic Arts. I'm going to start by telling you what inspired me to be an actor. Well, I think I've always wanted to be an actor, and I know that sounds cliche, but I think I've always wanted. So, but one of my very first reference was Charlie Chaplin, and I loved him. I don't know how he managed to do those things, but I really remember myself thinking, how can he do that? Maybe I'm able to do that. Well, I want to do that. So at that point of my life, I was 7, I think. I didn't quite understand what acting is. I did know that actors would do and speak things that didn't correspond to their real life, but he seemed so natural and genuine to me that I really fell in love for it. And actors can take you to different epochs, represent human conflicts and all of that by an approach to the text, and I think that's insane. Well, next question, why AADA? Well, what a question. American actors and filmmakers are inspiration for me and for us all, I think. And I searched for schools in US and I found AADA and I tried to apply and I'm here. So, and I saw the alumni that studied there, and I got really, really overwhelmed. But seriously, I think that AADA has an object since its very first beginning. So, if it wouldn't, you know, succeed and survive 3 years, and 130 years has passed. You know, that means that you're not kidding. You're doing the real job there. So, and I do think that applicants who actually succeed and in the application process had something unique on them, because if they wouldn't be selected, trained, and turned out to be great professionals. Well, what training have I had? I never studied in a drama school, but I did participate in a play in high school, a dramatic play, Felizmente ao Luar by Tal Monteiro. But I never bounded with people that had the same visions than me, so it was really difficult to me to put myself out there and really perform. So, but I'm here to prove that yes, acting can be a profession. I want to talk to you about life. It's just so difficult to be alive, isn't it? And start to function, and that all these people have to deal with. Let me tell you something. Today, I tried to buy a can of tuna fish in the supermarket, but it was this person standing right in front of where I wanted to reach out to get the tuna fish cans. But like the most calm and patient person I am, I waited a while to see if they'd move. But they didn't. I mean, they were looking at the tuna fish too, but they were taking a real long time on it, reading ingredients on which can, like they were a book or something. A pretty boring book if you ask me, but nobody has. So I waited for a long while, and they didn't move, and I couldn't get to tuna fish cans. Actually, I thought about asking them to move, but they seem so they seem stupid. They seem so stupid. Not to have sensed that I needed to get by them, and that I had this awful fear that it would do no good at all to ask them. They would probably say something like, "We'll move when you got them ready, you nagging bitch." And then what would I do? That's when I started to cry out of frustration, quietly, as not to disturb anyone. And still, even though I was softly sobbing, stupid person didn't grasp that I needed to get by them. I mean, I didn't actually ask them to move, but I was feeling it. How couldn't I feel it? People are so insensitive. I just hate them all. That's when I reached over with my fist and I brought it down hard on his head and I said, "Would you kindly move, asshole?" And that's it. The person fell to the ground, looked totally startled, and some child nearby me started to cry, and I was still crying even more than the child. And I couldn't imagine myself making use of the tuna fish now anyway. That's what, and I shouted at the child, "Stop crying." I mean, it was drawing too much attention to me. And I went out of the supermarket and I thought, I'm safe here. I'll take a taxi to Metropolitan Museum of Art, because now I just need to be surrounded by art and culture. Culture and art, not tuna fish. No more tuna fish. To be honest, I wasn't all that sure about coming to see you, actually. As I said, David suggested it, but I said, what can you do anyway? I mean, everyone with this illness must get pretty fed up at times. I mean, and I'm not mentally ill or anything like that, so I didn't see what you could do, really. But anyway, David said he thought you might be able to help his things for me, so I agreed to come, but I wasn't sure, really. And I'm still not, actually, to be honest. I don't mean to be rude, but I don't see what you could do, really. What do you think, Dr. Feldman? Well, what I think really is this. I've got it, and it's not going to go away, for number one. Two, I'm bound to be a bit upset about it, and every normal person would be. I don't see why I should be an exception. And three, the thing to do now is to look to the future. I mean, I can still live, I can still have a life, even a full life, come to that. I can teach. I know I wouldn't be able to be what I'm after with the pupil, but lots of teachers can't anyway. So I can help my husband with his career. I can be secretary, advisor, or something like that. So now that seems a pretty full life to a healthy person. Never mind a cripple. And that's it. That's the line I've been thinking along, and I don't see that there's much help I need if I get all that going.